Well, man, maybe, but the one thing is look at that supply, man. I mean, White Raw has effectively brought his supply into the positive compared to what to Dimaga. So Dimaga will go ahead and continue to do these run bys. He's going to move these Earthlings in there. They will get taken out. White Raw continues to hammer down 100 Mineral Zealots into the lines of Dimaga, ruining his anticipations for any type of any type of economic situation that's in a positive. We do see that that fourth base now being aggressive on. The third base has been taken out. And it looks like that that White Raw Warp Prism does get destroyed, and it does end up canceling all those. And Dimaga throws the GG, man. A very, very defensive victory there from White Raw with little bits of attacks using that Warp Prism. Absolutely phenomenal play from both these players. But Dimaga just could not handle the heat that was in the kitchen to there due to the fact there was so many defense measures out there from White Raw. He did so well in defending everything that came in. Very good game. We're going to see the next map here momentarily, as well as run a couple of commercials. And you know what, Grim? Don't worry about it, man. I got the comms today. We're not on any delay anymore, so it's okay.
You're an employee for the day, Grim.
Yes, you can kick it with those tactics. You know, hang out. But anyways, how's everybody doing, man? I mean, we got White Raw fighting off against Dimaga. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, Destiny could not be here today. He is out in Korea. The lag between Korea and EU seems to be ungodly awful. So there's nothing we could do but try to get in the second place voter, and that was aka Dimaga. So we're glad to have him here. We're glad to have him kicking some ass, man. We'll see him in game number 2 here momentarily. Fire Silver, man, how you feeling?
You ever had that feeling though, so you walk outside and then all of a sudden realize that the tire's flat and you have like no money to go and get a new one?
Yeah.
I was just in that, but I happened to find a spare tire, so after about 30 minutes of doing that, I eventually fixed it with my brother, so things are good. They're not perfect, but they're damn good, so I'm glad I didn't miss that much. I think I've only missed game 1,
That's right.
And hell yeah, man.
Absolutely, hell yeah. And you know what, I gotta say this, I got some news out here in the background from Renan. Destiny will be back from Korea in January, and then he's going to be re-added to our list of, the list of players. So you guys will be able to bet and vote on him joining us and everything next month. So that's what's going to be happening next series and next season. We're going to go ahead and get on Dual Site now. Once Addicted loads up that map, we're going to be joining in on him and get this next one underway. Holy man, I can't believe it, dude. I mean, great series, great idea, a best of 7 today. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going.
Okay, the map is made. You can join on me for quicker access. Nice.
All right, man. Hell yeah, joining in on you. It's going to be Addicted against Fire Silver. Oh, wait, no, it's not. It's Dimaga against White Raw, a real man's match. Jeez.
Trying to say, Dubs.
Hey, I'm not trying to say anything, alright, man, alright?
What was that, a punch under the belt? Like,
yeah, it was a little under the belt. It was like, yeah, it was a little under the belt, man. But hey, that's the way it goes. That's the way it happened. The readies are out there. The good luck, have funs are going. Addicted saying, okay, here we go. Let's get ready to rumble. Usually there's an audience crowd, yelling behind me, but whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pros and scrubs, welcome to IMBAtv, where everything is in balance. We've got our next game of this best of 7 show match Money Talk series going down right here, right now. That's right, it is Dimaga against White Raw. We've got Fire Silver and Addicted in the background. They're going to take it away. We're here on freaking Dual Site. And you know what? Dimaga chose this map, guys. So take it away.
Nice. So we'll see what he's got planned, man. Dual Site, I have heard a couple of pros say this map is horrible, but I'm starting to think that a lot of Zergs do kind of favor this map purely because of the fact that, you know, there is that the double Zelnaga visioning, which is protected by the trees, so they can take pretty easy map control, and it covers a wide area of the map. But also, man, there's no rocks at the third, no pesky rocks. It's not a half third either, it's a full third waiting and ready to go. And they have the choice of thirds, man, up there or down here. So, you know, that is definitely something Dimaga would be looking to exploit on a map like Dulcite, but still. We're going to see what's happening in this man. Dimaga, he's going to be spawning up in the right corner. He is the blue Zerg, and over here, man, Addicted's favorite, White Ra, the red Protoss. So, I didn't catch game 1, man, but I'm stoked for game 2. These players are of the highest caliber available and very, very nice to watch.
Well, first in game 1, to sum it up, basically Dimaga, after expanding and going for free bases, went for this massive roach push with a maxed out army. But White Ra, man, defending like a boss, using force fields, immortals, stalkers, everything he could, even trying to counter-attack with some zealots, managed to defend the roach aggression and then winning the game. So let's see how this is gonna go. And an interesting fact is that White Ra and Dimaga played in November, man, and it was a best of 5 series. I can't remember the tournament name, but White Ra ended up winning 3-1. So this is a best of 7. It's 1 month later, and let's see if there's any changes into that play for both players and how will they change up their styles. I mean, Dimaga is now 1 game behind, man, and our previous winner from the last series, White Ra, is ahead. And if he wins his best of 7 series, he either keeps $300 for himself or he'll play again. And you know what I think he's gonna do? If he wins, I think he's just gonna say, well, let's ask the audience, let's see what they think. And that's something that he respects the audience more than he cares about money, and that's one of the reasons why I like White Ra so much.
Yeah, I do as well, man, and I think, yeah, that's definitely what he might go for, but it will be a risky thing. I mean, it's looking to be that it will be Destiny after, so he'll have to really think about that himself, I feel, but still, Dimaga now trying to chase out that probe. White Ra tried to do a denial there, but he was just too late there. And White Ra, man, I'm really interested to see what he's going to go with. I mean, we've seen a lot of players go for a Forge Fast expand on this map, but it looks like White Ra, he's going to opt to go with 2 assimilators right now. So most likely going to be a 3-gate sentry expand, unless he decides to do something aggressive with that. But White Ra, man, he just sees this. All he can do right now is just tase it, as you know, he has no sort of cannon option available to him. Dimaga expecting that probe to go up into the main, but no, he just jinxed it, man. Goes straight back. He's going straight to the third. We'll see absolutely nothing down here, and he's going to try and run all the way back home. White Ra turns around with the probe. It looks like Dimaga was kind of expecting that maybe, and did send the probe back, but no, he's going to go and occupy Zelnaga. He sees the hatchery go up, and I'm kind of thinking Dimaga may have been opting to kind of try and cancel that hatchery. So White Ra wanted to check and just make sure none of that was going down.
Oh man, fast Twilight cancel from a White Ra, man, and it's not going to be a 3-gate sentry expand from him. Now, he is on double gas fire server, and could he be going for some sort of DT rush? I mean, that'd be hilarious to see. It's very hard to expand on a map like this with such a wide natural. I mean, for fast expand is almost impossible to hold like a player like Dimaga, man. He'll just go for this massive bust and it'll be impossible to hold. So that's why White Ra isn't going for it. But I don't see. Yeah, it's DT. It is going to be DT Shrine placed down right here at the back. I mean, it's kind of obvious when you see what White Ra has on the field, and oh man, this better work for White Ra, otherwise he'll be in deep trouble. And he's still running around with this probe fire server. That probe has lived for so long, scattered for so much, and finally it goes down due to the 2 queens there. But White Ra just dilly-dallying there, getting some scouting information, seeing what's on the field, doing a nice job. And let's see if this DT rush does pay off. I mean, even if the DTs don't pay off, you can always morph your Archons, and Archons against Zerg, man, they're pretty nasty.
Yeah, and that'll definitely be in White Ra's backup plan, I feel. But DTs, they are a very odd option. It is a very exciting option, like you said, but still, all we can do right now is just hope. And actually, I think, yes, White Ra, I mean, DT expand has been kind of fathomed about by pros, thinking about is it viable or not. It was discussed on State of the Game a while back and Inside the Game, but it's definitely one of those things that I really think can catch your opponent off guard. It has the potential to do a lot of damage, but also, kind of just control you the map for a lot of time. But right now, Dimaga is going to see this expansion. The thing is, why will White keep that or will he cancel it? That is the question. Depending on how all in he feels like going for this. But man, the proxy pylon actually up here, I did miss. That will be taken down. But one DT did manage to get in here, and look how much it takes off there. And actually, wow.
It's 3 DTs.
White demolishing
a lot of
the
DTs.
main.
Oh man, and here comes the Spore Core. They're just derping around. That Spore Core is gonna go down, man. That Spore Core is rooting in. It goes down, and now all these Zerglings and Queens don't know what the hell to do because they can't see the DTs. They're invisible. And this DT play so far is paying off big time for White Rod. Dimaga is just so occupied with defending this, trying to place down Spore Cores left and right. They're just dying, man. I wonder if Dimaga is going to lose anything more, vulnerable than that, anything more important. And the Queen is just dancing around, and White Rod just finishing up his next expansion and expanding without any worries, because all of the forces for Dimaga are just dancing around the main, man. I mean, he wants to defend against this DT aggression, but he can't see them, and he loses the spawning pool. No Zergling aggression will be seen anytime soon. There are a few Zerglings that popped out earlier, but that's about it. And these 3 DTs, big time payoff right now for White Raw. And let's see if he can do any more damage. I mean, there's one Spore Core here which will allow those DTs to be seen. The DT is now dying, and I feel like that was big time payoff for White Raw. I mean, he expanded successfully behind it. He killed the spawning pool. He killed so many Spore Cores and a few Queens.
Yeah, I think that White Raw might feel a bit sad there about losing them, because of the fact that, he just made one small move there, and he did end up getting taken all of them down at once. So nice play there by Dimaga, kind of keeping him in there, not letting them run away with the links around. But yeah, man, I mean, as you said, White Raw with this expansion, it definitely paid off for him. And it's one of those things where if you do these kind of surprising tactics, they either come off really, really well, or they fail miserably. In White Raw's case, they paid off beautifully. But White Raw now going for charge. So charge on Archon is something I'm, really interested in pro players doing. It's a very nice build, and it's timed really well with that nice unit composition. So White Raw with tons of Zealots right now, not spending really any gas apart from the initial sentries. Could we see that charge Archon style coming down and then using that as his mid-game offensive? We'll definitely have to wait and see. With Dimaga, man, he still has not taken a third base right now. White Raw essentially ahead on the economy race. Still really worried about these DTs. He's morphing 3 extra spine crawlers if you're giving him a total of 4, and he's also getting the Kara space upgrade. So it looks like he's preparing for a push here, man. And yes, we're seeing the Archons come out. Charge lot Archons with some DTs mixed in possibly is going to be an absolutely devastating combo. And Dimaga doesn't even have roaches out at the moment, so he's going to have to defend this with all units that, this combination does really well against. The Lings are just going to melt at this, and the Spine Crawlers, when the charge lot's getting close to, they will just melt under the pressure.
Oh, they will, man, and let's see how many more Archons is White Raw going to morph until he feels safe that he has enough, man. I mean, he already has 2 on the way, 1 ready, and he's getting more of those gateways. Now, is he going to throw down another expansion or go just for a massive 2 base push? It looks like he's going for the push with 1 Stalker leading the charge. That's the flag bearer right there. And Dimaga, he just feels so unsafe. Like you said, placing those Spine Crawlers early, he hasn't expanded. Now, it's all going to depend on this attack by White Raw. If White Raw prevails with it, if he succeeds, then he's going to win the game. But if Dimaga defends this man, he needs to expand ASAP and then just try to win the game, because he'll have a massive problem. He's getting a Roach Run right now. That'll help his wall as well, and it'll help his unit composition. But oh man, he's getting a Spire at the same time into his main. With so many Zealots, I think some mutants can actually help a lot. But as long as he can keep him away from these Archons, he'll be fine. And he could try to use them for counterattacks as well. I have to wait and see. Finally, Dimaga trying to expand 13 minutes into the game, and wow, White Raw should be going for that push sometime soon, man. I mean, he's getting those forward pylons. He's trying to get those reinforcements nice and fast. And so many Zealots on the field already for White Raw. I mean, look at this, man. 17 Zealots. That's a lot. We're seeing another massive warp in from White Raw. He should be going for that push very, very soon. And can Dimaga defend? I mean, he only has those Spine Cores in his expansion right now.
Yeah, and with +1 also on the way out, it's just going to be really, really hard to break. It's just +1 Zealots are so good, but it's going to be negated, man, because of the fact he has +1 Kara space, kind of equaling the fields once again. But right now, man, going for both the Spire and the Roach Warren is just going to set him back a little bit too far than I think Dimaga would like right now.